So, hello everyone. Today we are going to solve the question number 8, that is maximum number of 1. Previously we have solved the 7 question and I have uploaded the solution of it. You can check it out. And here we are going to solve the 8 number question, that is medium level question. So you have to just hover over here and click, and it will redirect to the question. So let's start. It's the name of the question is maximum number of ones. Given a binary array ARR containing only 1 and 0, there is a binary array which contain only 0 and 1 and a integer k. You are allowed to flip at most k zeros or zeros to ones. Okay, so you are allowed, you have a given a integer k and you are allowed to flip 0 to 1 at most k time. Okay, find the maximum number of consecutive 1 that can be obtained in the array after performing the operation at most k time. So it is asking us to find the maximum number of consecutive 1 after flipping the 0 to 1 at most k times. Okay, so let's see, understand the question more from the examples. So here in the example, here the array have 1 0 1 and we have k is equal to 1, so at most we can flip 1 0 to 1. So there is a only 1 0, so if we flip it to 1, then the long consecutive one number of 1 will be 1 1 1, that will be 3, like that. Here hmm, so here in the let's take this example. Okay, okay, so here we have k is equal to 2, k is equal to 2. So we can flip 2 0 to 1. Either we can flip this, we can flip this, we can flip this and this one. So if we flip this to 1, so it will become 1 and 1, and that will be 4 number of 1 in consecutive. So it is not the maximum one, unlike we can do like this also. So if we convert this one and this one, then it will become the 5 length of the consecutive one. As it is the maximum one, so we have to return the 5. Okay, so we have to flip every possible 0 to 1 and find the maximum number of consecutive 1. Okay, so how to solve this? Yeah, okay, and in the third question or third example also, there is no 0, you can see that, right? But k is equal to 2. So if we don't have any zeros, then we won't flip anything, right? So basically we'll return the length of the array, that is 2. Okay, so what we will do? Okay, so we will try to flip every zero possible, right? So first we will flip this one and this one, and try if we are having a maximum, and we'll count the maximum number of consecutive one and store it somewhere, and then we'll try it this one and this one, and we'll do every possible combination. So how could we do that? Let's think. Let's think of a brute force approach. So I have a plan that what we can do. We can have a flip is equal to 0. Huh? So it states that like how many flip we have done till now. Okay, before that actually we first we have to like go from this from first index and flip this if and find the if we first we flip first two zeros and we'll find the number of maximum consecutive one. If we get the maximum number of maximum one, then we'll store it somewhere, and then we'll start from the index 1 and check it. Start from index 2, start from index 3, start from index 4, and eventually we'll a um get a maximum consecutive non with every possible zero is converted. So what we are going to do is like we are having a flip and we are having a count. Okay, so let's say count also 0. Count will what count will do, count will count the number of um, consecutive consecutive ones are there in the current index. So suppose I am starting from the 0th index, then here I encounter 1, then I will increase the count to 1. Here I have encountered 0. So as the k is equal to 2 and then don't have any, we haven't done any flip, so we'll flip that element. So we'll if the count flip is not equal to k, until that I will mark it as a 1. So I will increase the count. Then when we went to then we'll proceed to the next index. By that one, like the flip will be 1, right? As we have flipped single 0. When we reach to this index 2, then it's also 0. So we'll flip again and the flip will be 2, and our count will increase the count by 1 again. The count will be 3. After that also we'll went to the third index, and as it is 1, so we have to increase the count to the 1. Then it will become 4. And when we encounter 0, as the flip is equal to 2, so as k is equal to also 2, so we can't proceed further. So we'll update the max answer. So we are going to have a int answer is equal to 0, and in the end what we are going to do, we are comparing the answer with the count, and as the answer was before 0, but we have a count of 4, so we will update the answer as a 4. Okay, here, and then we have encountered 0, but the flip is equal to k, so we are not going to increase the count, we are going to make count is equal to 0 again, and we'll proceed like that. Okay, so here from this iteration we are getting the answer 4, right? So like that we are going to do. So first we are going to have an answer, and every for we are doing iteration from 0, then we are going to do iteration from 1, 2, and every index possible. So what we are going to do, we are having a loop I is equal to 0, I less than arr dot length I plus plus. Okay. And we are going to we are having flip and count is equal to 0 inside of it. Okay, and we are iterating j is equal to I, j less than arr dot length, and j plus plus. Okay, so initially we don't have any flip. If we encounter 1, if we if arr j is equal to 1, then we have to just make count plus plus. Okay. Hmm? Else if arr j is equal to 0, we found arr is equal to 0, then we'll see if flip flip is less than k. If it is less than k, then what we are going to do, we are going to do count plus plus and flip plus plus. Okay, when it become equal to k, then we are not going to um, flip. Okay, and in the end we are checking that answer is equal to math.max, as we are finding the max um, count answer comma count. Okay. Okay. Uh, and another thing, if we find if the flip become equal to k, then we have to make count equal to 0 also. Suppose the like here we have encountered 0, but we can't flip it. Then after that we have to make it count is equal to 0, because after that if 1 comes, then that will be not consecutive, right? So we have to make it 0. We have to copy it and paste it here. Oh, and in the end we are returning the answer. Okay. Let's see. uh, okay, I forgot to have that answer. Okay, it is passed, so let's submit it. Okay, out of 1111, 1110 are passed. Single test case didn't pass because of the time limit exceed. So if we observe that, then what is the time complexity here? As we have nested loop, and basically we are starting from the ith index to the last index, so the time complexity of it will be big O of O n square. Okay, so we can optimize it bit more. Okay, but the solution is correct. So how could we optimize it? Doesn't you think that, like, okay, if I start from here, and even if I'm starting from here also, I'm doing the like worst thing, like I'm excluding a single one, and even after like the third index, my flips are over, and I'm doing the test for this index for 3 times. Isn't it a waste of the resource? Like we're doing it multiple times and it doesn't mean anything. So from here, but there is a logic. There is a like one type of pattern we can see over here, that we can have a two-pointer approach here. So where I will have a index I and a index j here at first and the 0th index, and make I will increase the index j from 0 to 1 if I find 0. Then basically I will flip it. Then I will proceed forward. Then if I find again 0, then I will flip it until the k, the number of flip becomes is equal to k. And if I encounter 1, then I will just go ahead and do nothing. And when the flip become equal to k, then there I will stop, and from ith index to jth index I will calculate what is the distance between them. Okay, and that will be the number of consecutive element consecutive ones, number of consecutive one. Okay, and I will update the answer as the like as I'm getting number of consecutive one, then I will update answer if the current answer is greater than the answer that I stored, then I will update it. Otherwise, I will keep is it as. Then after I'm getting here, the j will be here. My number of flip will be over, right? So what I can do is, like, I will increase the I until I get first 0. Okay, so if I like I will go here like as it is not 0, then when I proceed I to this. So let's uh, do it like this. Okay, you will be able to understand it more. Okay, so here I'm not like that's this one. Okay. So first I'm going to have I as 0 because I is pointing to this. Okay, and j will be pointing to this also. So j is also 0. Okay. Hmm? And what we are going to do, we are going to incrementing j until I have the complete flip, huh? And then I will calculate the distance between them. And if I get the like that is the one possible case. And if we encounter 0 after the k flips, then I will increase if I have the j here. Okay, here, sorry. If I have j here, then and like I have two flips also, so I will increase until I will get the first I. So I will increase till this, and then I will be coming here. Then if, when I increase while incrementing I, if I get 0, then I will decrease the flip, and then I will also after that I will also increase the j until I get the next 0. So is j no, then here j. So and as I get j here, then from I to j minus 1, that is the number of element we are considering. So here if I flip this to 0, then I'm getting that only, right? So this kind of approach we are going to do. So let's try run it and understand like what is the real approach it is. So initially I is equal to 0, j is equal to 0, and we are going to have a flip is equal to 0, and um, so suppose k is equal to 3, k is equal to k is equal to 2, and we are going to have a there will be no count here. Okay, that's it. Okay, so first I is we are incrementing j. Okay, and so first if when we are finding j, array of j is equal to 1, we are just incrementing the j, right? So j will become 1. So here j will be 1. Okay, here we encounter j the in at the index jth we have encountered 0, so we are going to flip it and proceed forward. Okay, as it is the flip is less than k, we can flip it and proceed forward. So here we are going to again proceed forward. Here j and j will be 2. Okay, here also we again like encounter 0 as the flip is less than k. Then we what we'll do, we'll increase the flip and proceed forward. Okay, here we encounter 1, so we just increase the jth count. I'll do nothing. 3. Okay. As we encounter 0 again, whenever we encounter 0 again, we are checking the flip. We as we check the flip, it is not less than k. So actually in every step we are going to have an answer. So answer is equal to before answer is equal to 0. So now as I to j we have done the two flip, and the length will be j as the j is equal to like 3, I is equal to 0, and the number of element we have and like flipped, and we are getting the consecutive one is equal to 4. So we are going to do answer is equal to math.max of answer j minus I plus 1. So what will be j minus j is equal to 3, like I is equal to 0 plus 1. So 3 plus 3 minus 0 plus 1 is equal to 4. The answer will become 4 as we have 4 element here. Okay. Now as we encountered that, like while like the flip is equal to k, so we'll have a while loop that we have inside it. We'll have a loop that until my flip is not becoming less than k, we are going to increase the ith element. Okay, so here in the ith element, we are incrementing ith element until I get the first zero. So as I in the ith first element we have encountered 0 1. So we'll just increment I. Okay, I, and I will be become 1. Okay, and in um, and the one first element we encountered 0. So after encountering 0, we are we are going to decrease the flip and increase the I again. Okay, so here and if you consider from the 2th element to the, like if you consider these two, we are going to have one flip only, right? Are you able to understanding what we're doing? Okay, so then we'll proceed with the j plus plus. Okay, jth loop. So we'll check the j. So j is in the third element, and we encounter 0 here. So we are going to flip that 0. Flip the 0. So again the flip will become 2, and j will increase to 4. Okay, and here it will become j. This will become j. Here we encounter 1, then we have to just increase the j. Okay, 5. Okay, and again we encounter in the j as a 0. So in the jth element we encounter j is equal to 0. So and again when we encounter at 0 at the jth element, we are going to check is the flip is less than k. It is not now, so we'll check the answer. And if I decrease the j minus I plus 1, so 5 minus 2 is equal to 3 plus 1 is equal to 4. And is it it is same as the answer we have encountered that we have, so the maximum will be 4 only. Now again also we have to increase the ith. Okay, so at the first I we are encountering 0, so we have to decrease the flip. Whenever we encounter 0 at the ith element, we are going to decrease the flip. So we are decreasing the flip and increasing the 3. As the flip is less than k, so we are not going to like increment the I more. And then now we are going to increment the j. So here at the j, like we are have fifth element we encountered 0 0. So here what we are going to do again we are going to flip this. So flip 2, and we're incrementing j is equal to 6 and j is the last element, and it is 1 again, so we are incrementing it to 7, and it is outside of it. And then we are going to again check whether the j minus 1 is equal j minus I plus 1 is equal to are we getting the maximum answer. So j is equal to 7 minus 3 is equal to 4 plus 1, the 5. So here we are going to 5. The maximum answer will be 5. Okay, I hope you understood this logic. Let's convert this into code. Okay, so what we are going to do, I'm going to remove all these. I'm going to have answer is equal to 0 in the previous, and as we are incrementing this, so I'm going to increment j is equal to arr dot length j plus plus. Okay, and I'm going to initialize I also. So in I is equal to also 0. Okay, and for every step I'm going to increment j. Okay, if I encounter um arr j is equal to 1, then I should just continue. Means I will increment the j. Okay, if I encounter arr is equal to j is equal to 0, then what we were doing, we have to have a flip also, right? So let's have int flip is equal to 0. Okay, so if we encounter 0 and if the flip is less than k, then only we are uh, okay, we either way we are going to proceed and increment the j. If it is if the if let's think of the negative case, if the flip is become equal to greater than, let's have greater than equal to, it will have equal to only, but let's have a greater than equal to k, then until it become less, flip become less than k, the while loop will continue and we're going to increment the I. Okay, so if arr I is equal to 0, because when we are incrementing I, we are searching for the 0. If we get the 0, then we are decreasing the flip minus minus. Okay. Hmm? um and if it is less than plus, if the flip and as we have encountered the error j is equal to 0, then at the end we are going to increment the flip again. Okay, and at the end we are checking that answer is equal to max. Is it max then j minus I plus 1? Okay, and we are going to return the answer. Let's run it. Okay, we have error. It is that. Okay, let's check. Hmm, it's j minus I plus 1. It's correct. Okay. Time limit exceeded. What is time? Okay, we are not incrementing IR in this while loop. Of course, we have to increment. If we are not finding I, then we have to increment it, right? So, whenever we get I is equal to 0, then we will uh, flip, like we'll decrease the flip, and will increase the I plus plus, so that we'll get to the we'll get over the first uh, zeroth encounter. Like here, if I is there, then we'll get over it, and as the j is there in the zeroth element, so we have to increment I plus flip plus plus, because as array j will be covered there, right? And we have to for every iteration I'm checking if the considered possible considered consecutive one length is maximum than the answer or not. If it is maximum, then I'm going to update it. Okay, let's compile it. Okay, I'm getting the incorrect answer. The expected output is 8, but I'm getting 5. Okay, why is that? Let me check. If array j is equal to 1, we just have to continue. Okay, that means the j plus plus will be there. Okay, if the array of j is equal to 0, then we'll check whether the flip is flip is greater than equal to k. If it is the flip is equal to k, then I have to continue and array I. If the array is equal to 0, then I will do the flip minus minus and I plus plus. By that way, it will get out of the loop. And again, as j is there, so I have to increase the flip plus plus, and I have to do the j minus I plus 1, and I will update the max of it. Okay. And I'm returning the answer. Everything looks good, but I'm not getting the answer. Let's try run it. Okay. Okay. First, the answer is equal to 0. Okay. Flip is equal to 0. J is equal to 0. I equal to 0. Okay. Uh, and I have to copy this and paste it here. And initially I is there and j is also there. Okay. Okay. Let's when I'm getting array j is equal to 0, right? So array of j is equal to 1. Sorry, now I'm getting 1. So I will continue and increase the j. Now I get array j is equal to 0. Now flip is less than k, right? K is what is the k? K is equal to 2, right? So the flip is less than k, so it will not go into the loop. It will increase the flip. The flip will become 1, and we are going to check the like length. So it the max. Okay, let's check the length also. So answer is equal to 0. So um so j minus I, like j, now j is equal to 1, right? So j minus I is equal to 1 plus 1. Okay, I think I have done this one as a mistake, because here the j is equal to 1, I is in 0, and I don't have to consider j. So 1 minus 0 is equal to, okay, then I have to just make it j minus I think. Let's copy this and have a custom input, and here, let's compile it. Oh, no, wait. No. Actually, I have to consider it. No, sorry. I have to consider it because I have flipped it, right? Flipped it. I'm going to consider this. So 1 and j and 1. So okay, right, correct. It is this correct. Okay. Then I have to increase the j. Okay. Flip two element. It's better to flip these two, right? Okay. Let's see. I'm getting 5. Now again I encounter j is equal to 0, as the flip is less than k. So I'm going to increase the flip. I have to check. I to j length is 3, so I'm going to increase to 3 and j plus plus. Okay. Mhm. Okay. If I'm not wrong, I got it. What kind of error I have. Like actually in the end, no, let's check. Let's not assume. Okay. So here the length will be 4. So answer is equal to 4. Okay. As I encounter j. Okay. Let's not continue this. Okay. uh, because whenever I'm encountering one, I'm not checking it, so that is the mistake I'm doing here. So let's not continue. It automatically get continue, right? So I have to check it. Okay, now I think it will solve, because it is not checking this, right? So that is the issue, I think. Okay, it is solved. Basically, basically what happened was, when I'm encountering the one that actually when I'm encountering one, I'm not checking the is the answer that we are getting the current consecutive number of one, is it maximum than answer or not. We are just continuing it. We have to check it. Either ways we can do like this also. We can copy it here and paste it here, because we if we get the one also, we have to check. We have to like check the length, right? So if I submit it, then it will also get solved, but it's better to remove this one. Okay, it's better to remove this one. Okay, I hope you have understood the problem and the solution. If you have any doubt, then you can feel free to comment down below, and if you like the video, then like it. Comment if you have any feedback also, and subscribe my channel. It will help me to make this kind of video in my future. So let's see you in the next video. Till then, bye bye.